Hello everybody, it's me again to talk about my progress with my hip replacement. It is now, I think, 1 day shy of 2 months. I am pretty pleased thus far with my progress. I went to see my specialist, the surgeon, should I say, a few days ago, I think it was, and he's quite pleased with my progress. I, in fact, have more movement in my new hip than I have in the other hip that still has the avascular necrosis. It's still a bit painful and a bit stiff now and then, but I'm basically down to one crutch again. I have been told that I must just keep up with that because obviously my other hip, the left one, is beginning to deteriorate rather quickly. I've noticed because I've obviously been using it a bit more. But I should be having my other hip done in about 6 months' time. Once the new right hip has, basically got stronger and fully recovered. I'm quite pleased with that because that means I get it both done in the same year, and that's one lot of hurdles over. I now know, of course, what to expect. They do say, though, in the first 6 to 8 weeks is when you make your most progress. So I'm, not expecting miracles over the next couple of months, except perhaps to get stronger and stronger with that hip. I decided to move my bedroom downstairs rather than keep it upstairs because obviously I've still got the problem with the other hip, and I'm gonna, in order to not have the same issue again where I'm stuck upstairs for weeks on end, when I have the next hip done, I thought, well, let's just move it downstairs. We've converted the lounge downstairs into our bedroom, and the dining room is now the lounge. Obviously, that is a bit of an inconvenience, but not too bad, and it's only temporary. I perhaps we will do it for the next 12 months. Until both hips have healed properly, and then I'll go back upstairs. In the interim, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the last video. I don't think I did, but the social services have come and installed a banister for me so that I can get upstairs a lot easier, because the bath is still upstairs. I've got only a small basin and toilet downstairs, so I still have to go upstairs, once a day to have a bath or something like that. And they've provided me with a nice bath board so that I can sit and still sort of get into the bath per se, but not directly into it. And I must say, the social services has been brilliant. The council also provides a service called the handyman service. This is the Greenwich Council. They actually helped us move downstairs and actually moved the furniture, and they took the bed apart, put it back together, and that was brilliant. It was totally free. So as far as the Greenwich Council and the local NHS in this area, I'm very pleased about. I had a very good physio who came to the house once a week. He no longer is coming because basically I now can get out to the hospital for physio, and the surgeon is actually going to refer me for hydrotherapy, which I'll report back a little bit to you guys how that goes. I did have hydrotherapy when I had a shoulder replacement, and I thought that was very good, and it really benefited me, especially as my other joints have problems, so you don't do as much exercise as you really need to. So if I'm in a pool and I don't have to worry about the bad hip, the left hip, I can actually exercise the new hip well. I I have a X-ray of what my hip looks like, and if I can, I will try to include a picture of it somewhere in this video. If I can't, I will try and get it in at some other stage. The wound has healed very well. Obviously, there is a scar, and it is quite big, but you know, I haven't noticed any problems with it at all. So basically, after 2 months, I think the operation has been a success, especially as I seem to be having less pain in there now than I do in the other hip. So, and I've also got more movement, so it's actually already an improvement. So, yeah, I would definitely say that if your doctor says that you need a hip replacement, that it would be the right way to go. At least in my case, it was. I mean, I am only turning 40 this year, so I'm very young. But with the new replacements now, they say you can get, you know, up to 20 years use out of it. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with it. So anyway, so that's my report. I'm not going to be like doing one of these every single day or every week, but I'll probably do one once a month just to let you know how I'm doing. I do have other things that will be going on this channel, you know, about current affairs and various other bits and bobs and things I find interesting, and you'll be able to watch that as well. So yeah, I'm also going to include a link below for my wife's channel. She does a thing on called Vintage Toy Docs, which is about vintage toys and stuff like that. And we've just done a collaboration talking about some of the old toys that I used to have. So yeah, you can go to that one. Anyway, in the meantime, if you are thinking about or have had a recent joint replacement, good luck with that. And if you have any questions or anything, you're welcome to leave a comment. I might be able to answer them for you, or at least tell you who can answer them for you. So, yeah, keep well, everybody, and see you next time.